Alright, animation gang, here we go into our first animation tutorial for using Wick Editor to make a frame-by-frame animation, just going over some of the drawing tools and shape tools and trying to get comfortable with the toolbars and how to create a frame-by-frame animation just of some kind of dissolving shapes that are just kind of moving around and fizzling out here. So, in order to get an animation going like this, you can see I have 5 different frames in my timeline of shapes that are kind of repetitive but getting smaller and fizzling out as they go. So really, I just wanted to use this first lesson as an opportunity to look at how to create a frame-by-frame animation and just go through the drawing tools and talk a little bit about those. So first we have our brush tool, we have our fill color is over here. You can choose from the spectrum and then you can choose your color out of this window here. We can change the size, maybe make that a little bit bigger, and we can draw dots of different sizes or make lines and shapes of different sizes. So really just experimenting with the sizes of your brush tools and drawing and creating shapes. I'm just going to create a kind of funky shape in the middle here with a variety of some size dots, kind of getting smaller and kind of getting bigger on this end, just to play with making some dots and shapes with my brush tool. Right, so next up I have the pencil tool. Pencil tool works off not the fill color, but the stroke color. So stroke is the outline. For the stroke outline, I'm going to choose 5, and again, I'm going to change my color and make a line that sort of wraps or goes around. Oh, I don't think I actually selected a color there. I was going to select like a blue. There we go. And I was just going to make a shape that kind of wraps around some of my dots. It's almost kind of like a web shape. All right, and so I made kind of a line that just kind of goes around some of my shapes there, and maybe I'll do another one over here. And you could do any kind of shape. You do not have to do the same kind of webby-like shapes that I'm going with here. You could do any kind. So just starting with just getting familiar with some of these line tools. All right, so next up we have an eraser. Eraser obviously erases, and you can change the size of it here. Then I have my rectangle tool. So with my rectangle tool, you can see I have a fill color and an outline color. So when I click and drag to make this rectangle, it's going to use those 2 colors that I have selected. So if I want a different fill for my rectangle, I could choose a different color here and then add a few rectangles, maybe change the size and the shape and the outline color. Right. If I want to change the fill color, I can click on one from taking my cursor tool, clicking on that shape, and then I believe we can change the color, yep, by just clicking through to the different colors in the color menu. All right, so ellipses, I can also make circles or ellipses or ovals. If you want to make a perfect circle, you could hold the shift key down and click and drag, and that keeps your ellipse as a perfect circle. Again, make these some different colors, have some fun with the color arrangements. Maybe I'll make a different outline color on this one and different fill color. Do something like a pink. All right. What do I have left? I have a line tool which just makes straight lines, so not too much fun there. But you can still make a few lines just to experiment with making a few lines, filling in a few more shapes and spaces with the line tool. All right, and then we have what's called a path cursor tool. So a path cursor tool will allow you to bend lines or move endpoints, okay? So I could bend this line into a curve if I wanted to bend it into a curve, and I could also move the endpoints. So that is going to be a really useful tool to us as we get further into Wick Editor. You could also edit the edges of shapes. So these are paint blob shapes. You'll notice that as I can click and drag over the edges of those paint blobs, it just moves around and reshapes those blobs a little bit. Okay, so that is the path cursor tool. I could also morph the ends of shapes. So these shapes as well can be morphed. I can move these ends into different shapes as well. All right. So we have a text tool, which we're not going to use today, and we also have a bucket tool. And the bucket tool allows us to fill in shapes. So if we wanted to fill in a shape like this one over here, we could choose our fill color and use the bucket to fill it. All right, now we have one pretty full frame here of different drawings, marks. So now I'm going to click on my second frame, make a new frame here, and then I'm going to hit the onion skinning button. So what you can see is it shows me a window into what is on my previous frame. So now I'm just going to take my drawing tool and really just kind of draw over most of my shapes, but make them a little different and a little bit smaller maybe. So maybe I'll take this kind of web shape that we had going here, and I'm going to kind of shrink it in just a little bit to make it a little bit smaller and just a little bit different. Maybe I'll go to like a blue or this bluish green color here again, and maybe I'll make this shape again over here, but again just like a little bit smaller and a little bit different. I'm just kind of drawing really quick too. You'll notice my drawing is a little sloppy at the moment, but again, just for demonstration's sake, kind of cruising. So I'm making another circle shape and just kind of clicking through and changing up colors so that I have a little bit of variety in my colors, makes things a little more interesting. I can make more of an oval shape here. Again, I'm just kind of shrinking the shapes, but putting them generally where the other ones were. Maybe I'll make this a little bit skinnier. And maybe this other shape, I'll add another rectangle. Maybe this one will be green with maybe a red outline. And again, making them a little bit smaller, similar but smaller. And then I did a bunch of brush dots in the middle, and I'll do those again with this green color. Maybe I'll make it a little bit lighter of a green. And I'll make my brush size bigger. And again, just kind of scattering these dots in here. You know, I can paint and make some kind of abstract lines and shapes. No real true rhyme or reason here, just kind of practicing and playing around. So now if you can see, when I hit play, it's just flickering back and forth between the two frames. So not too much happening here, really. We're going for 5 frames. So as I go to my third frame, I'm just going to continue this process and keep trying to kind of fill in and make just more random kind of shapes and lines that are going to be a part of this first introductory animation that we're working on here. So I've got kind of this funky cone kind of shape with a bunch of dots coming out of it in the middle. Almost looks like a bouquet of flowers of some sort. And then I'm going to keep going with my pencil tool, changing my line color. Well, that purple is pretty similar to what I just had before, so maybe I'll go with like more of the pinkish red here. Again, making more lines, kind of shrinking this shape a little bit so that it gets a little bit smaller. I could add in new shapes too. There's no reason why I can't add in another shape maybe over here. Maybe another kind of sparkly shape happens over here. And a few more circles. Maybe these circles get smaller again. Change my shapes and my colors for a little more variety. Again, I'm going to do some more rectangles over here. Maybe this rectangle gets really small. Change my colors. And maybe this one will get smaller too. All right, again, I'm just going to hit play to kind of see what this... So now it's starting to get a little more fun and funky. It's not just 2 frames, it's 3 now. So we're starting to get something that's a little more interesting of an animation. I want this to really fade out though. So my 5th frame is going to have very few marks on it so that the whole animation is kind of like fizzling out to like fading out to white basically. So I'm going to keep going with these shapes. Again, trying to make them a little bit smaller. So maybe these will just kind of like shrink into really small shapes now. Maybe I'll add one more kind of like random star shape over here just for fun. I had been using my brush tool. Remember, brush is going to use your fill color. So think of brush as in like a paintbrush, that it can be filled like a paint bucket would fill, right? And then maybe I'll make some smaller dots. And then your pencil tool is the stroke color, right? So stroke, like pencil stroke, outline stroke, is just another term that we'll get to know and use more as we keep using Wick Editor and as we keep animating. So I'm just kind of flipping through colors again. I'm going to make like another really small little rectangle over here. Maybe I need to change out my stroke color and do another little one here. Again, these are just kind of fading or fizzling out. We'll do another little dot in this corner. All right, so you can see it's kind of fizzling, moving, morphing kind of shapes, like these popcorn kind of cloud shapes going on in the middle here. And then I want to do one more fifth frame, and again, this last one is not going to have very much going on. So maybe just like this little kind of V shape in the corner. Maybe I will change up, actually stroke color's fine. I'll put this because this is different. Just going to go with kind of like this triangular shape. Again, not too much on this last one. Maybe I'll do this star shape again. And maybe a few remaining little dots in the middle. And then we'll call it a day. So a couple of these dots kind of fizzling out at the end. Maybe I'll change my outline color. Something a little warmer. All right. So there we have it. We just got a fun little animation of some different kind of exploding dots and shapes and lines with colors going on, and getting to know the different drawing tools and how to use frames in Wick Editor. So hope you guys have fun and get creative with your own abstract animations.